What's poppin' with y'all joining the room, man? If y'all ain't here, share the video real quick. We finna get into it. Man, if y'all ain't here, man, share the live real quick before we go up. I'm finna get this thing turned up right now. We gonna get it. Share the live around. Cause we about to go in, man. We about to go in on motherfuckers. Hopefully I don't get banned off this motherfucker though. We'll be good. What's good, man? I'm sharing this live around right now to some groups. Shit, man, you ready to join? Let me know. Yo, what's poppin'? Hey, share this live around. We're just gonna get into it. Just waiting for people to join real quick. If I got some people in here that disagree, man, go ahead. It's cool to disagree. We can talk about it. All right, for sure. Yeah, I just shared it around a little bit. The difference is consent. Let's talk about it, man. What you mean? You gotta explain that to me. Let me know when I can add you. Shoot, you see what we on? We live. That's what we on. We talking about some topics. If you got something to say about it, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. I just want to hear where some of y'all coming from, and I want to give the viewers something to see, man. Like they like the action, so if I could get someone in here to argue with me on, if they feel some type of way about the caption or something. Are you tagged?
Yo, yo.
What's up, man? And are you tagged in it?
Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second, because you know I'm at the smoke shop. Let me get this customer.
All right, for sure, man.
Is it B5 on it? Oh, I can't break that. I don't got that. Next door, they might do it. Oh, for sure. Yep. Yeah, you know, man. They got me running this smoke shop. My boss is out of this one. I think his kid is sick, so they usually ship me from smoke shop to smoke shop. I manage one of them, but they just send me to 2 other ones to fill in this shit on off days.
Nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. How you like it over there?
It's cool, man. You know what I mean? It ain't too much. You know, get a lot of business here because we sell shirts here. But my personal business, I make shirts and all that shit too. So I do vinyl press and all that. So that's my personal business. So when we ain't got something here, then I just, you know what I mean, I recommend that I just make a custom shirt for them or some type of shit. So I get a lot of business up in here for sure.
Right. Have you ever started any businesses of your own, like LLCs or anything?
Yeah, that's my business that I got. It's called J&J's Custom Creations, LLC. So we do I do, mostly what I specialize in is graphic design and shit. So I do graphic design and all that, make logos, make cover arts for artists and shit right here in Fresno, California. That's where I'm at. What else? Like I said, I do logos for a couple of little weed, people be delivering weed and shit. I'm working on one right now. What else? I do shirts. Like I said, I do custom shirts. Somebody has a shirt, I could replicate the design, or I could do the same design as long as they got the good enough. I do like funeral shirts, all that type of shit. I even do like tumblers and cups and shit.
Okay, nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hell yeah. Shoot, that sounds like a good man. You got the storefront and everything. So
what type of shit we about to start, man? What type of shit we about to start?
I mean, shoot, I actually want to read some of the comments, but like on the post that I had, but you know, there's one guy I said, hey, I just see, but whenever be me, I'll just call. Yeah, I mean, shoot, a lot of people. There was one comment. I got a good ass comment though, because this shit was capped like a motherfucker. She said that 99.99% of women aren't on OnlyFans. But my point, I'm going somewhere with this though. My point is this is internet shit, bro. Like in the comments, a lot of times they come in here and they be trying to make a point. But that's all cap, bro. She just came, but there's like, and they don't even live in reality, bro, because if you try to touch that 99.99%, you're telling me 99.99% of women are not on OnlyFans. But the adult industry is $1 billion industry, bro. This is not like there's no point to even debate or argue with these people because they not even making sense.
Man, they ain't on the same page mentally. You know what I mean? They're not. They got their view boxed in a certain box. And they're not thinking outside of that to the reality. You know what I mean? They're thinking that this little box is reality, when really it doesn't adhere to reality, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. And shit is like, they don't even be operating on the same frequency and shit. Like they be in like type of different, I don't know what type of bag they be in, but yeah, man. So I'll just be looking at, matter of fact, I meant to go to these comments real quick.
Yeah, them OnlyFans, man. I know a few of them OnlyFans females, man. They get money, I'm not gonna lie, man.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just making a statement, bro. You could take it how you want. I never said if it was good. I'm just making a factual statement. That's all I said, bro. This is facts. OnlyFans has proved that woman, and it's true. You could, like, why would you get mad about it? I didn't say, and then we talk about what they say, shaming language, and like I'm shit, bro. How is telling the truth shaming? But if another female was to tell you the same shit, because for some reason they seem to take criticism from females a little bit better than from when they hear it from a dude. When they hear it'll be the same, say the same shit to the next female, and then after they start tripping, like just because a dude said it. But
facts, man. You know what I mean? It's like they always soften the blow. So it's like at the same time they're not really being 100% realistic with them, Like, it's just like if you ask a woman, if you had, it's two girls, you know what I mean? Like one time, the homie and I, we was at this bar. There was a couple of the homies, but it was just him and I. The other homies over there, two females. We approached them, whatever. You know what I mean? We just got, we're conversing and all that. About 10, 15 minutes into the conversation, we asked them, like, give a critique about each other. You know what I mean? I told them, like, what do you think? You know what I mean? Who do you think's the better looking? That's how it started. So it started a little friendly competition that they probably, because they're friends. So it's just like, women always have a competition within anyway. So it's just like we sparked that up because they usually have that behind closed doors. But when they're around some men, you know what I mean? Then it's like they usually suppress that shit. So I brought that up out of them. So I brought out that that competitiveness. So I told them which one they think is better looking. It was some little catty personal attacks they shot at each other and shit. And then, but they were keeping it subtle. And then both of them gave a critique, and it was solid. But what they did, they softened the blow first. They softened the blow. They said,
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
they softened the blow. They said, well, I love this and this and this, but boom. And then they said a whole bunch of good shit. And I was like, all right, I get to the critique. And they're like, but this and this. And then there was something so small that didn't even matter.
Yeah,
like, it was just like something, change your hair up or something.
Right, yeah, that's how because they have a problem telling each other, you know, the truth sometimes. It's just like, yeah, they like you said, that's exactly what I was gonna bring up. Like I was gonna say, was it hard for them to even talk about it? Like, did they talk about it, or was it you had to like bring it out of them or whatever? You feel me?
Honestly, the liquor kind of, as soon as once I pinned them against each other, when I said, well, which one do you think, which one of you guys look better out of you know what I said? Which one do they think that we think looks better? So we were trying to get their shit from our perspective to see if they was on point. And then that's when they were shooting some catty shots, but they had the alcohol in them. But it took them like a solid 5 minutes for both of them. You know what I mean? By the time we were done and they gave a solid answer. You know what I mean? Right. It was like 5 minutes. He was like, damn, man, come on now. I could tell something about my homie. My homie could hit a couple more push-ups. He could get a shape up or something. You know what I mean? It's instantly. My homie fired back at me too. You know what I mean? Get my shit trimmed. Yep. You know what I mean? Keep my shit up. You know, I think he said something about my shoes or something that day. It was instantly bounced off. You know what I mean? Because that's the shit that I'm already knowing.
Yeah, dudes can take criticism a lot easier than females. That's the reason why we even having this conversation, is because the whole thing is like they complain about dudes telling the truth to them and lying to them and all this type of shit. But if you ask them the question, they gonna even keep it real sometimes. Like, can you handle the truth? They gonna say no. So I respect the ones that say no. I respect it. But you know, you can't but that's where the disconnect is, man. Because if you're gonna come to a guy and say that you can't accept the truth, but you get mad that he lies, like there's something that's out of my hand. I can't help how you feel about how I move. If I move a certain way as a man, how you feel about how I move, you can either roll with that or you could do something else. But the whole thing, a lot of dudes is gonna lie. It's all right, you know, but you know, when a nigga got options like that, he's able to tell the truth and move high because he ain't got to.
Exactly.
You're going to either accept it or you're not.
They always say, "Oh, we rather accept the honesty," but it's like, okay, if we're like, okay, I'm gonna I go on about 4, 5, 6 business trips out of state a year. Each time I'm smashing the bitch. So it's like, but the rest of the days, if you know what I mean, when I'm home, I'm home. So it's like we can't be honest with them like that, because then they're gonna kick us to the dust. Or at least dip off from us, you know what I mean? Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, you can keep talking just so the people could keep rolling. I mean, I do my custom.
Dude Andrew, man. My dude Seth, man. Yeah, we talking about some topics right now, but yeah, shit, the whole thing, bro, females, like, they can't take the truth, bro, so they can't really get mad when niggas lie to them. But the more successful the dude is, the more he could tell the truth honestly and not worry about, you know, the consequences, because he always got a roster or whatever, man. And you want to be, as a man, you want to be in that position and to have that leverage, man, because you don't want to be chasing after no female that don't even want you. Just get your money up, get your shit right, bro, and they gonna come to you, bro. It's going all that shit, bro.
Yep.
If you take your mind off of females, bro, and just focus on working on yourself, focus on leveling up, bro, that shit's gonna come with it, bro. That shit, a lot of dudes, you know, they say, oh, I can't find no. Man, you gotta skip past all that, bro. Focus on your grind, bro. Focus on getting money, getting in the gym, bro. All that type of shit.
That's all
And
it
they
is.
notice you. Yeah, they'll notice you. Shit. So you
Hey,
gotta
the
level
customer
up.
right here, that motherfucker he was peeping game and shit, you know what I mean? You
So
know,
yeah.
so he was like, that's real shit. He be talking about all that shit, huh?
Music artist, but I do like those guys counts for everybody.
That's right. Do your shit.
I got a bachelor's in knowing this.
No,
Hell yeah.
I heard that. I heard that.
At the same time, don't ever give up on something that you know.
That's right. That's right. That's true. There you go.
Don't let you be the bear.
Spend some shit.
You're still trying to do you with that person. You still do you with that person.
Yep.
Don't forget who the fuck you are and what the fuck you worth.
Hell yeah. Yup. Hey, shit, that's real shit. Hell yeah.
Sometimes we think that we ain't no shit. We strive our life with a lot of hope.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't stop hoping. But don't let that hope rule your fucking life.
That's fact. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's real.
Especially for a man too.
Hell yeah. Do your thing, man. We're gonna continue our shit. We got some people waiting and shit on this. Keep doing your thing, man. I see you. For sure, man.
Yeah, shout out to him. Shit.
Yeah,
especially as a man too, bro. Like,
that's
nigga,
right.
as a man, bro, when you like niggas is not born with their value, bro. So
See,
niggas,
look, that's right. Look, not to cut you off. This nigga was a full blown tweaker, and he gets it.
right, exactly. Shit, you gotta take action though. Shit, if you not take, hey, if you know the truth, take action and make moves, bro. That's what you gotta do, man. If you wanna level up in life, shit, bro, because that's what you gotta do, man.
I see it, man. You focus on yourself, the girls will focus on you, and the other square simp ass motherfuckers will focus on the girls. That's how it always ends up. The simps focus on the girls who are already focusing on you because you focusing on yourself.
Right, exactly. And a lot of things that females get wrong also is thinking that that's what men are attracted to. Like, they're attracted to that type of shit. They like to do that's ambitious, that getting money, you know, leveling up and all that type of shit. They think that's what we want them, and that's not what we wanted. We want a feminine. It's the opposite, bro. So they, you know, oh, you don't like so-and-so that get money, that, like, I'm not worrying about your money. A nigga that's leveling up in life, that got money, the more money he has, the less he's gonna be worried about the woman's money.
Exactly.
So shit.
Cause look, when a woman is getting, all right, look, say you're making 100,000 or something a year. If she got a little side job, okay, that's something. It just really depends on, all right, if it's your girl, like if she living with you, or some type of shit. If you guys ain't living with each other, like say for example, she's living in your shit. She got a side job, but she has trouble juggling both sides. You know what I mean? Her side job, plus, you know what I mean? If she got a full-time job, she might have to bump it down to part-time to balance out them house duties. You know what I mean? Because I'm making 100,000. You know what I mean? Like I'm making below 100,000 right now with just my 2 jobs plus my business. I'm at like 80. You know what I mean? So even I'm not even at 100K yet. And my shit kind of goes up and down with the business. You have your own business. It kind of goes up and down. You know what I mean? So it's like, but with my other 2 jobs, it's pretty steady. But my business is kind of what makes it go up and down, up and down. So it's like, even with that shit, I'm not even at 100K yet, and I still don't want to come home and have to cook and clean for myself. I mean, I do the shit now because, you know what I mean, it's whatever, but it's just like if a female's my girl, and that's different, and she's juggling her job, she bumps it down to part-time, she still can't handle it. I come home, she's lacking on the household. Hey, baby girl, you might have to cut the job loose or step it up really on this household shit. If not, there's a few girls that's going to be in line anyway that's really willing to fall in.
Be happy to do that, because especially they don't realize we not talking about the bum niggas. We talking about the niggas that's getting that money, bro, because you know how rare it is for anybody, a man and woman, to be in the United States making making 100,000 plus a year. That's less than 10%. So for them, that's women and men. So you would have to
Yeah.
narrow that down more.
Women and men is like right at like 22% or something like that. You need some?
And that's not even okay. If you do all that,
Keep it running. Go ahead.
yeah, and plus, if you count all those the people that's getting, bro, your chances of finding a man that makes that type of money, you got to be realistic about it. And a lot of them don't want to lower their standards. That's the type of a lot of motherfuckers. You know, they want a man that's 6 feet plus and athlete or musician or something like that. And they think because it's all over social media is that's what's normal. That shit ain't normal. That shit less than hella. That's a rare. You're not gonna get that. Hella. So shit. I'm sorry to kill y'all dreams and kill y'all manifestation, whatever type shit y'all be doing. But I'm just speaking off of logical facts, and you can't do it. You can't do it if you are, especially being a female. That's what I was gonna say too. Being a female, a young female, especially when you in your prime years, 18 to 25. That is your best time to get a man that's gonna be on a high value. That's your best time to get the highest value man that you can. You ain't gotta do nothing. You could be 18, 25, right up in that motherfucker, and you could find the best man you could find. Like athlete, it don't even matter. You in your feminine and you got that shit, bro. They gonna fuck. Men don't have that opportunity though. So yeah, men not having that opportunity. They have to work their way up in life to get that, and you can't really tell him how to move. If y'all born with you, men have to earn it, and not everybody, not all men are able to even hit that thing in life, hit that top point in life. So, like, this shit ain't easy. As a man, you gotta work for that shit. You don't just get to go around fucking bitches and shit. You can't just have a whole phase. I don't know if I can say that on Facebook. I don't want to get banned or nothing, but you can't just have a whole phase as a man because they not fucking no bum. So
Yeah, nah, that's facts, man. Nah, I heard you what you're talking about. You can't really have a whole phase and expect to find a decent guy in the future and shit, you know?
man, a lot of men nowadays, bro, they be trying to be like, well, who cheats more, men or women? A lot of females, they be in la la land thinking dudes cheat more than men, but they don't realize the men that they're talking about are the ones that they're looking at. They don't see the average dude.
Yeah.
A lot of these average
It's
women
really,
don't.
it's like it's the top 20% of men that they're talking about.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And they look at it like, okay, well, if I'm looking at that type of dude, of course he's gonna be like that. Of course he's gonna be out doing this thing because he's at a certain level to where a lot of women is gonna want that. A lot of women is gonna want. And when you really think about it, if you ask yourself this as a woman, do you want a man that's not at, do you want a man that's at that type, because you're gonna have to share him if he's at that type of point, status, money, whatever it is, and he's that high in life. Do you really think you're gonna have that man to yourself? Like, for real, you gotta think about it. You're not gonna have, like, everybody wants him. That's everybody that it's not real. It's not real, bro. They don't see the average dude. They don't even see that.
What it is. So look, check this out. A man who cheats on a woman, that's a man obviously has options because he utilizes options. So this is the type of man that, I'm not saying that type of man is the top 20%, but it's a higher, you know what I mean? Maybe top 40% if he doesn't have his money right and maybe his looks right or something, you know, that he's lacking in. He might be top 40%. He's lacking to bump it up to top 30 or whatever the fuck. As far as maybe top 30 or top 40%, maybe in options or some type of shit like that.
Right.
So he exercises his options and shit. So this is the type of guy, these are the type of men that women clout their fucking delusion with. So these are the type of men that cheat a higher, well, he has options. So that automatically means he brings some type of value, you know, to the marketplace. So he's up there, you know what I mean, in the percentile, you know, 40 percentile, top 40 percentile of men and shit. So it's like he's exercising his options. So they clout their delusion with that type of man and apply that shit to all men, you know, when realistically 1/3 of men haven't had sex in over a year.
I was gonna say, there you go. Exactly, and that's real facts. You can bring that up right there. Like, that's real facts. So if you asking the average man that these women don't see on the daily, those men, like 1 out of 3 haven't had sex in how long? About a year or something, something like that.
A year.
A long time. And you can't, bro. I don't care who. it is crazy nowadays, bro. These females be 18, 25, and got more bodies than a nigga that's like 23, 20 something like that, bro.
You
This
got
shit
more
is.
bodies. You got more bodies than the motherfucking mafia nowadays. Shit.
And they sit up there and try
Women.
to rap about it like, oh, I got 2 bodies, I got bro, you gotta, like what he said, you gotta multiply that and divide it and do this. Bro, you just be
Yeah.
like that about it all the time, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you know what I mean? Man, they're just so far gone when it comes to a lot of things, you know what I mean? Especially being like a boss bitch type mentality, you know what I
Right.
mean? Being like a boss bitch type, you know what I mean? That definitely does them wrong, especially in the long term. Yeah, they get the money right now, they build up their career and all that shit. But when they're sad and lonely, when they're in their 40s, you know what I mean? They can't retain a relationship and they're getting ran through and shit just like how they've been. And then it's hard for them to settle.
So I got a question. So I'm looking at, I'm reading the comments right now on the caption of the topic that we're talking about. And I'm not going to say her name, but she says, I mean, y'all going to sexualize us regardless. So she put the money signs. So she's pretty much saying either way.
So look, if there's a girl, and I'm not saying, we're not saying women have to dress this way.
Right.
But what I'm saying is,
right, that's the whole thing. You got to be clear.
Are the women with the hijabs getting sexualized? Are the women's with the turtlenecks, with the regular business dress pants or some shit? Are they getting sexualized? Like compared to these strippers and shit? You know what I mean? Or even not even as far as these strippers, just on a fucking weekend at the club. You go outside of each club at 2, 3 a.m. after last call. You see all them fucking bitches that are sexualizing, sexually objectifying themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, so how is it?
I don't understand why they say I do it for myself. Like, do you really do it for yourself? Do you go to sleep with that Gucci bag with the makeup and all that extra shit on? Do you really go to sleep like that? No. It's okay though.
No, they fucking don't.
About it, like why you gotta
do they? So they're sitting here telling me, like I said, bring it back to the club after last call when it closes down 2, 3 a.m. Yeah. Are they sitting here and telling us that they're really comfortable shivering in their spandex with their tube tops, with their booty cheeks hanging out, and they're shivering with their bunions and shit hitting the concrete out the side of the sandal? Are they really saying they're comfortable? No, they're not.
No, it's right, exactly. It's definitely not. It don't make no sense. It's okay, just ain't nothing wrong with what if they want to do that, that's fine. Ain't no, you can do what you want to do. But my point is, just be real about it. Like, you can't sit up there and say, I'm doing this for myself, but you don't go to sleep with all that makeup on and all this shit. You're doing it for the attention of the opposite gender, or if she might go the way, the other way, she might be doing it for the attraction of same gender. But I'm really talking about men.
Look, this is... And then they always try to sneak diss me and sneak something in, which they say, well, that's just like, oh, you working out or some type of shit to get girls or something. Well, or that's just like you getting money to get girls or something. This is the difference. We have to do that no matter what, unless or society slaps us in the fucking face and we face reality. You know what I mean? If we don't do these type of things, then we're called weak. Women won't want us because we're not adequate protectors. Right. You know what I mean? We're not adequate providers or anything if we don't get this money or have a good health or fitness or physique. You know what I mean? Or at least on your way to it. You know what I mean? This reality, society reminds us that we're pieces of shit. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's a difference. So we have to do this regardless. So getting women is just a byproduct of doing what we have to do regardless. Women don't have to sexually objectify themselves to get men. But they choose to because they like that fast attention. Fast attention.
That's that dopamine hit right there.
That's what it is, man.
That validation. And another thing I'll say is that, a lot of female, you can ask a female, like, a lot of times you see females with dudes that might not, they might not look all that. But the thing that a lot of people don't get, it'd be like, why is this woman with this dude? Sometimes we might not understand, but dudes could work on different things. Like, a dude could be ugly, but if he got money, if he got ambition, he might be a little chubby, but, he up there, he got status, he got money, he got the blue check and all that type shit. She gonna fuck with him. Because you could make up, but if I'm sorry to say this, bro, but if you're ugly look, if you're an ugly woman, bro, you're probably fuck. You probably still know because niggas gonna fuck a lot of shit that you wouldn't even. But you gonna have a lot. You gonna really be in reality a lot more because you gonna dudes is not gonna you're not gonna have all the options as the pretty girls would if you feel what I'm saying, bro.
Yep. See, look, this is how I view it. It's like men, we start off with nothing. You know, we have to go and scavenge and find the tools and the materials to build, and we could build ourselves up, and somebody could chip something off the block, or we could fuck up something as we're building, but we could always tailor it up and fix it up. We always have control of what we're building. Women, they're born already not built, but they're already born with their value, meaning they're already built. They're already built pretty much, not built, but with their most valuable asset, which is their beauty. You know what I mean? So that's the value. So they're born with that shit. So what it is if you chip off the building, off the block, you know what I mean? If you're already built, it's harder and harder to repair, you know what I mean? Rather than as you're going. You know what I mean? As you're going, shit's not really set in stone. You're doing trial and error. You know what I mean? As men. So that's what we could fix when we fuck up. Women, when they fuck up, it's real bad and it's hard to repair. And one thing too, it's costly.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in the long run, especially if they're trying to get the man of their dreams, one that's not gonna take the shit a lot of them be doing, bro. They're gonna be less of a candidate for that type of high value dude. Yeah, they're gonna be able to fuck them. That is not the same thing as getting the ring, you know, getting the marriage and getting all that type of shit. So a lot of females, they get that twisted up, like, well, shit, I'm 30 years old, I'm 35 years old, but I could get this dude. Of course you could get him, but I mean, to lock him down, to get him married, you know, he might want some kids, you know, something like that. It's rare, but it happens. But another thing that is men have to know how to be attractive to women. Women don't know how to be attractive to man. So because they gonna get, men is gonna approach them regardless, bro. It don't matter. So men have to learn how to be attractive to women. We have to know how to hunt like a gazelle and a deer. You got to know how to where that gazelle, you know, drinks water.
This is what it is. See, it's just like, I like exactly what you're saying, like a lion and a gazelle. A lion has to stalk and it has to know the movements of its prey. That's the same thing like us. Since we're kids, since we're kids, you know what I mean, us men, as soon as we get that attraction, some type of odd feeling of a woman with some type of attraction, you know what I mean? We have to study these women because it's like, okay, I'm listening to what she likes because I'm gonna approach her and I'm gonna hit her with something, you know, I'm a finesse her or whatever, or either that or she likes the same thing as me, you know what I mean? So I got that in common. So we're always constantly learning, you know what I mean? We have to learn about the marketplace because we're you know what I mean? We just have to we have to know about the marketplace as men, you know what I mean?
Exactly. We gotta know how to be attractive to the opposite gender because if we don't, like you said, reality is gonna slap niggas in the face and really make you really. I don't care. You can't go out in the world and be a fat dude, fat piece of shit, you know, that and don't got no money, playing video games, smoking weed and all that shit, and go out into the world and be like, I want a bad bitch. I want a 10. You feel me? I want one of the, bro. It's not gonna happen, bro. They gonna joke your ass. They gonna clown your ass. All that type of shit, bro. Not gonna give you no body positivity type shit that the females, you know, all that type. They don't do that. So it's gonna slap niggas in the face, reality, and they gonna get on their shit. So I mean, I just think that women don't get told the truth a lot, and they're not living in reality because really a lot of time they don't have to. They don't have to know that. Why, if they could get men without knowing how to be attracted to them, why would they care about what we want? That's why you always hear them say, well, what I want, it's always what they want, but never ask the question, what is the man that you want? What does he want? The man that you want, what does he want? Do you know?
Yeah.
Probably don't know a lot of times. You feel me?
They never really know. And this is the thing, man. Women, they are, a lot of women hate me for saying this shit, but women are naturally narcissistic. They're all about themselves. They're naturally selfish. And this is the thing. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Us men really don't think it's some of them, but what it is men like us, we adapt to it and we use it to our advantage. So it's like, you know what I mean? But that's just their natural nature of a feminine woman, because they got to look out for themselves, for their survival, because they are the weaker one, you know what I mean? Look out for themselves and their kids. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? The dad always pushes the woman and the children aside so he could fight the battle or some shit, you know what I mean? So it's just like they're naturally narcissistic, but it's an important trait for them, for their survival, for them and for the kids. You know what I mean? The men and women are not the same, you know? So it's like, okay, I'm not saying that men aren't narcissistic, because there are some, and especially sometimes in cases like this where it's really getting out of hand, the fucking dating marketplace and shit. I'm not saying it's necessary to be narcissistic, but it's necessary to be selfish in a certain extent or in certain aspects in your life as a man. You know what I mean? It can make you or break you.
Right.
Because if you're just being selfless and giving everybody, then what are you gonna have at the end of the day to retain? You know what I mean? You ain't gonna have nothing. You're gonna be empty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I understand that shit. You giving out all your energy away to, especially that's another thing that simps be doing. They be sitting up. I'm sorry. We can't even. I forgot we can't even say that on here. I know we can't say that on Twitch and all that. So I'll keep on messing up.
I think so, but fuck it.
Yeah, shit like those type of dudes, bro. They be so drained, and because they giving all these energy to these females that don't want them, bro. So they, by the time they ain't got nothing, so they be depressed. They be feeling some type of way all the time, bro. You gotta stop giving your energy to these females that don't care about you, bro. Focus on yourself, level up, get somewhere in life, and they gonna come to you, bro. Cause you got so. That's another thing. It's a whole spiritual. It could be a spiritual battle too. All the energy that you're harnessing in yourself, bro. They gonna sense that. They know. They gonna sense that. You know, you're not giving that out to everybody, but you on your mission. As a man, you on your mission. You trying to get your money. You trying to go in the gym, get your shit right, get your mind right. They gonna sense that, bro. And when you're not giving that energy out to all these females that be craving that attention, and they won't even, they just do it to tease you, bro. Just be, oh, I got his attention. All right, I'm gonna find the next dude. I got his attention. They just keep on finding attention from different dudes just to get that validation of, you know, I could get attention.
They get a little bit of money from this guy. They get a little bit of energy from that guy, a little bit of attention from this guy, a little bit of time from that guy. Next thing you know, they built up themselves where they got the high ass standards. You know what I mean? It's because that's a lot of simps. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and that's crazy because on a spiritual level, bro, they done sucked so many energy from all these dudes, all these different dudes, and their ego is up in the sky though. Their ego is up. They feeling good, you know. They going out, they feeling good. They got the money. They doing. So they got all that energy from, and the dudes is literally drained of their energy, bro. Depression, all that, and that's where a lot of that shit comes in, bro. A lot of the you know what I'm saying, a lot of them need to stop giving their energy away.
It goes like this. Look, she sucks your energy spiritually. Even though she may suck you physically, she's still sucking you spiritually. Right. Because look, how much dollars did you spend to get at the end of the day after you done got you got the goods, mission accomplished, she's headed home. Okay, how much dollars you spend on the date, on the bottle, on the weed, whatever the function, how much energy and time you had to drive to her, pick her up, drop her back off, send an Uber for, or get her an Uber up out of here. The food, all the time, energy, and all that shit that you done wasted. Like at the end of the day, is it worth it? Like focus on yourself.
Exactly, and especially when they be because this happens all the time. Especially when they're the ones to get all that for they extract all the resources and the time and the attention from that man that they know off rip they're not gonna take serious. Bro, and they go, then it's like, bro, it's a game, bro. You gotta know game, bro. Or as a man, you are gonna get, bro, you gonna be hurt. And I be trying to tell some of my dudes this, bro, but they be in their own. I can't, you know, you gonna do what you want to do. But once you start hearing and start understanding, bro, shit gonna start clicking. You're not gonna be the same, bro. You gotta take that red pill for real.
I always tell men, young men, because I'm 30. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Yeah, see, so I'm 30. And it's not really an age thing. It's kind of with us, it's kind of more experience. You know what I mean? So you could be 25 with more experience in the dating market than a 30-year-old. Right. See, me, I can tell it's similar with both of us. I never really had trouble getting women when I was younger as well. But it's a different thing. So now that I'm 30, I have to really put in less effort. Because I'm not saying I'm the hottest guy in the city, I'm popping or anything like that, but I have some status. It ain't high, it ain't low. It's mid status, you know what I mean? Because I do music and I've been involved in a lot of things here, and I know a lot of people. I got a lot of connections and stuff over the years and shit.
But
so it's like
you're in your masculine, bro. You're in your masculine, so that's good. That's the whole point
exactly.
of it.
See, so that's what I always have over a lot of people, you know what I mean? So it's like, but once I got 30, then it's like, it's not that I'm established already, because I'm far from where I want to be, you know what I mean? What I was about to say, comfortability, as when you get comfortable as a man, is bad, you know what I mean? You always got to be on the road. So it's like, I'm definitely not where I'm at right now, but I'm at some place where women see there's value in it, you know what I mean? So it's like they see value in my life somehow, some way, you know what I mean? I can sit here and name this, that, and the third, but that's really for the marketplace to dictate at the end of the day. So whatever they see, I can actually put a little bit less effort. Now, am I getting dime pieces that are running to me, nines or nothing like that? I'm not there yet. Still but do I bag nines? Definitely, I do bag nines, because it still takes a little bit of effort to get a higher caliber woman like that. So it still takes a little bit of effort to bag a 9, even an 8. You know what I mean? But do I got 6s and 7s easily? Yeah, come on now. You know what I mean? That's nothing,
and
because
they be overrating themselves though. I'm gonna kill a lot of times
they do. So that's what I was just gonna say. So a lot of people could be like, oh, you can't even get an 8. You over here admitting that you got a 6 or a 7. You be bagging 6 or 7s. They don't get it. A 5 is average. A 5 is average. That's an average, decent looking girl. A 6 is pretty. A 7 is not bad, but a 7 is pretty sexy. You know what I mean? Then an 8 is bad.
Actually,
you know what I mean?
I think a 7 is average. Because a lot of females, they say they 7s, but
no, this is the thing. So this is when they rate themselves. They rate themselves a 7, because in their mind is average. But really, on an actual scale, mathematically and logically, right in the middle is average, which is a 5. You know what I mean? From 1 to 10. So it's like, but a women's average is 7, because that's what they always go to. Because 6 seems ugly because it's just above 5 halfway. And in 8, they don't want to be too cocky or something like that. So they go to 7. So that's their average.
Don't rate yourself, but don't use 7. And a lot of them is going to say 8 or 9s when they really not 8 and 9s, because the 8 and 9s are the models. But everything, so they say a 6 is bad. To them, a 6 is bad. But how I'm rated, bro, a 6 isn't bad. A 6 isn't bad. If I give you a set, if you can't use 7, and would I say you're average or below average? 6 is about average, 5 is below average, and it goes all the way. Then you got the 8 and 9s. Is the models you was talking about. Have I ever met a 10, a true 10? I don't think there's such thing as a 10, bro. I'm gonna be real. There's no.
I can see. Look, a few years ago, probably like 5 years ago, I would have said, "Oh, this chick that I bagged when I was 16 years old or 17, way back in my hometown, Stockton." You know what I mean? But it's just like, I think about it now. She wasn't that bad. She was just popular, and she was just like the hood hoe type of shit. You know what I mean? So she really wasn't bad at all. You know what I mean? So it's just like, have I seen a dime in person? Maybe from a distance, but I don't know, close. I can't really tell. So it's just like, I would say confidently, I haven't seen a dime in the places that I've been and all that shit, because dimes, I don't know, there's not even really much celebrities that I would call dimes either. You know what I mean? Like dimes, like unicorn, like damn near almost mythical or superficial almost. You know what I mean?
I would say, see, there's a lot that I'm not gonna lie, and it's crazy because I would like say, if we talking about someone like Beyonce, a lot of females, she gives off that that image of that independent type thing, but behind closed doors, bro, you already know, she's still with Jay-Z. He done did his thing with other females, bro. The point is, if she was to leave Jay-Z because she done her feelings about him doing some shit, bro, that's $1 billion plus nigga, bro. You're not finding him nowhere else. You're not finding him. I don't care who you are, bro.
Dude,
I don't care who you are.
Who wants to go head to head with Jay-Z in anything? Not even music, because he got his hand in damn near everything. TV, you know what I mean? All that shit. Radio. So it's like, you know what I mean? Who would want to even get with her if she leaves him? It's like, damn, you got the biggest competition at your neck damn near every time. You know what I mean? So it's like
how the media pushes. This is what the media pushes to these young females. This is why we're even talking about this. You know, I'm a single lady. You know, all that type of shit, bro. That's the whole thing of them being independent. That's the whole thing. But if you really look at what Beyonce is doing, if you really want to, if you're a young woman and you really want to follow her actions, not what she's talking about, because she talk a lot of crap, to be honest with you. But if you follow her actions, you might get somewhere, bro. Because her actions is different from what she be saying in the songs, bro.
Mhm.
So just like Cardi B, they done caught Offset recorded her motherfucking cooking and shit, bro. So it's not
and
really,
all that shit. She was sweeping.
I don't clean. Let me, bro. It's like, come on, bro. It's too open, bro. It's too open.
Plain and simple, man. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of these women want to get married, but they don't want to be wives. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But it's like looking up to Cardi B and all that shit. Like you said, looking up to Cardi B, looking up to this person. They're doing the opposite of what they say.
You gonna like my next post. You gonna like my next post. Matter of fact, I might post it tomorrow. But it got something to do with Andrew Tate and Cardi B, and it's gonna talk exactly what we're talking about. You gonna see that shit gonna go viral.
Oh, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. We'll leave it for tomorrow, man.
Okay, yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
we'll leave it for tomorrow, man.
And that could be another topic. If that post do good, man, that could be another topic that we could go into. But one thing, because this probably, I could see you really know how to articulate yourself and how you know, all that type of shit, bro. If we used to do a podcast, bro, we could bring female, just like get everything right, and we, you know, we could have females come in like fresh and fit type shit, and dude, that's the whole thing. Already got the females in there right now. We'll make that shit go up. I promise you, bro. A YouTube channel, all that shit, that shit go up.
Within like a month, 2 months at the max, I'm gonna be in this facility right here downtown Fresno and shit. It's gonna be set up cool and all that. You want to slide through? You could be a guest on this shit. You know what I mean? Like frequent guest if you want. We're in Cali, so it's like hop, skipping, and jumping away.
Exactly. Shit, and I got people with cameras and all the type of shit, bro, with equipment and type of shit like that too, bro. So we could all come together, see what we could do together, bro. Because to be real with you, I really feel like this should be some fresh and fit type shit too. Because I like doing podcasts with someone that I know is that knows what I'm talking. You know, and we both. It's like you gotta do it with two people, because you could just like if you having a whole group of females around, bro, you can bounce back off other and all that type shit, bro. So
a lot of men are really fold in that situation. I've been to where I was debating somebody on live, and then somebody was hitting me up in the comments saying some crazy shit, but they were cool people. I know them personally.
Right.
They didn't come through on no crazy shit. They fuck around and pulled up to this smoke shop I was working at, not this one, a different one. They pulled up. There was 4 females deep. And they was like, so what's that shit you was talking? They came, it was all love and shit, but they still pulled up on me. They're like, what's that shit you talking? I fucking around had a debate with them in person and shit, and I held myself up and all that shit. But I had tests like that all the time, man. Just like, you know what I mean? Your page, I don't know how long you've been posting your content. I've been posting my content since last year, this type of shit. So I'm already used to this shit. Like, I be seeing motherfuckers here in the city and shit, and you know what I mean, females, they be like, oh, you was talking shit on that live, huh? Or you was talking shit on that status, like, you know what I mean? So it's like getting there a little bit, you know what I mean?
It's not talking shit though, it's talking facts, bro. Like, there's a difference between, but they take it as talking shit, bro. Like, come on, like, that's how I know these people are not in their right mind, bro.
This is a funny ass situation. All right, so I fuck around and go to the mall, right, with this female. I say, fuck it. I'm going to go to the mall. Oh, just to kill some time, right? Because I'm like, okay, I gotta go handle some shit. But before then, we got like 2.5 hours. Let's slide through to the mall, window shop, or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I go. I end up buying myself some shit because I see some shit. You know what I mean? And this female, I don't have female friends. All my female friends, I lost a lot of female friends as soon as I posted. I don't have female friends. All the female friends. I told them I said if you're confident that I'm your friend, then just know that I want to fuck you. You know what I mean? Plain and simple.
Thank you, exactly, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real, and like, bro, I delete people because of this, bro. We not cool like that, bro. I don't know you like that,
Hey,
like that, bro.
As soon as I posted that, my DM blew up. Oh, so we ain't friends? No, we're not. We ain't. I don't get no benefit in being your friend.
Trying to fuck me. I'm gonna tell you a story, right? This happened right recently. So, like, bro, okay, so this female, she got. It could go for any type of thing. Me, I'm a single male. I live by myself. Bro, I gotta cook for myself. I gotta clean for myself. I gotta do everything by myself, bro. And the females that talk to me, that want to talk to me at times, you know, they come, and I don't know, maybe it's because of the blue check. I don't know what it is, but some of them want to fuck with a nigga. Some of them just want to be my friend or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And I'm rocking with that. You already know it. So this one female, she's like, okay, well, can I borrow some money? But my whole thing is, you got a husband. You know, every time when I try to hit you with something, you got a husband, you got a boyfriend, whatever type of deal you got going on. And what are you doing for this man? You're cooking for him, you're cleaning for him, you're sucking his dick, all that type of shit that you're not doing for me, but you asking me for money. Why aren't you asking the nigga that you chose for money? You chose to put a husband, put him in. Bro, I already tried to make my gesture towards you. I made my gesture towards you in the past. You turned me down, okay? You went to choose a nigga that was a bum. That's not my fault that he doesn't have money. That's not my fault he doesn't have money. You feel me? So it's like, bro, I can't. What do you want me to do, bro? Like, I'm not gonna. If they feel some type of way about me not sending the bread, bro, I'm not gonna, bro. You're not sucking my dick. You're not cooking for me. You're not cleaning for me. You never showed any interest of doing that. You got a nigga that you do that for. Why are you asking me for money? And I get this a lot, bro. You know, I get this a lot.
That's crazy because it's like, how you sucking this nigga's dick? You cooking for this nigga, cleaning for him and all that shit, but he ain't giving you no money? That's backwards. What type of you over here asking me for the shit?
Right.
Like, come on now, that's backwards, you know what I mean?
He should be providing, right? Shouldn't he, as a husband, shouldn't he? And if I was to tell you the amount that she was asking for, nigga, it would really be bad, bro. You ain't got this amount of money. Your nigga don't have this type of money, bro. What are you doing, bro? Why did you choose a nigga? And they do this a lot. I get a lot of females, and they wonder why don't you fuck with me, bro? I'm looking past the real shit. I'm looking past the shit, bro. Like, bro, I make my gesture towards you. You turn me down, and this is for any type of female. And okay, that's fine. I'll go to the next one. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you go with a nigga that's at a lower socioeconomical status than me that you chose. You chose to make this decision. Sometimes they might choose to have a kid with him. Yeah. You know, sometimes they be husband or whatever and all that type of shit. And I don't, you know, that's what they want to go for. But if you can't get mad at me for, you know, not like, you're not my girl and you're not nothing like that. So like, exactly. Bro, it's respectful for you to ask me. Like, why would you even ask me for money, bro? That's disrespectful, nigga.
See, that's crazy how you said you had already made made advances towards her however you did, and she denied until she needed a benefit. So once she needed a benefit, then she was talking wild, you know what I mean? And then she want to ask you for cash and all that shit. What's up with it, man? What happened? Yeah, it's me. You know, I'm about my money. Keep it going, my guy.
Yeah, man, and I get money, bro. So for any female to sit up there and choose, like, you could choose, a female could choose who she want to choose, but if you was to choose a man, and I'm 25, a lot of it, man, I'm still getting up there. I still got ways to go. But shit, man, if you especially the nigga is already, what type of potential, what type of ambition does this dude have? And you could choose who you want to choose, but you got to take accountability for choosing who you chose. If you chose a felon and you like those jailbird type of niggas for whatever reason, and you have a baby with him, You can't get mad at all niggas and be like, oh well, all niggas they don't never take care of their kids and they don't do, bro. There's all types of men out here that's willing to gladly take care of your kids, take care of your family, and be on that type of deal. But you chose to choose that type of nigga. And plus, it's sometimes they hit that wall. When they start hitting the wall, they start going to those dudes that they turned down back in the day. He's now reaching his 30s. He's now starting to reach his peak. So while she's declining, he's going up, or he's going, and now she's looking at, damn, oh, can I get with you?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not even worried. I'm not gonna be monogamous to you. I'm not gonna give you my, oh, bro, you turn me down long ass time, bro. And a lot of things, they'd be like, oh, why should a man preserve his sexuality when he starts reaching his peak? But you don't see these young females 18, 25 doing that. Bro, they having hot girl summer and, you know, enjoying life. I haven't enjoyed life yet. Yeah, so how you gonna tell a man, y'all in your peak? This is what you guys are choosing to do in your peak. How are you gonna tell a man that has to work to reach his peak? Everybody, he might hit that, it might be, they have to work to reach that peak. How are you gonna tell him how to spend his sexuality? If he wants to be with a lot of people because he can, he's going to do that. And those type of men are still capable of marrying women as long as they're on his program. If they rock it with how he does, they gonna be, you know, he got the ring. She got the ring, she got the kids, she got the finances, don't gotta worry about nothing. What are you mad about? What are you like? What are you mad about?
See, what it is, look, they always want to say, well, you already know, man. It's like 70-80% of divorces are fucking initiated by women. Yeah. That's divorces and breakups. They always say, yeah, because the men cheat, which really it's finances, for the most part. Finances and something else, I forgot. But they say, oh, because the men cheated. No, it's because you left. You decided to break up the family. So the man cheating, that's different. So they're like, oh, if I would have stayed, then the kids would have been all sad hearing us fight. No, because you're choosing to fight publicly and out loud and shit, instead of waiting till the kids are at school or asleep, discussing it like two adults or some type of shit. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? Keep it going, my brother.
Yeah, exactly. So shoot, the only thing, man, if you're a man providing, bro, and you're not putting your foot down, knowing you have options, bro, you're doing something wrong, bro. You got to be the man in the relationship, and you got to be able to articulate yourself and lead that relationship in the right direction, bro. Because if she's gonna disrespect you as a man if she don't feel like you're being the man in the relationship, that you're being a leader, bro. That's where a lot of that shit comes from, the disrespect, the extra type of shit. Because, you know, when they start getting disrespected, and that's a whole nother thing. Why don't men like females? It doesn't got nothing to do with men liking females that make more money than them. Is that a lot of those, they come with certain traits that's not, you know, very they're not really good traits that a man might want in a female, bro. Because I don't want no female that make, because they start to feel like, well, shit, I could do what I want to do. I make more money than you, nigga. It's like, bro, you gotta have the leverage.
It is, they start adapting masculine traits and characteristics. See, so when you're always having to, you know, when they're going to college and all that shit, you know what I mean, they're usually working like a job. Sometimes if they ain't got money handed to them, they probably have a side job. If they have some type of morals, honestly, nowadays girls are doing shit like selling feet pics and booty hole pictures and videos for $3.99 on Onlyfans type of shit. So it's just like, nowadays they're funding it different, but it's like they still feel like they're doing things on their own. So once they have that type of feeling, because women, I'm not saying they can't do anything on their own, but there's a difference in efficiency when it comes to being capable of doing something and being optimal to do something. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, so you can do it by yourself, but it's gonna get done more efficient and faster probably if a man does it. You know what I mean? Or something like that. You know what I mean? Onto that line. So once a woman is continuing for so long with the hyper independency, she's doing her college thing, she's driving herself to and from there, even though she probably got sugar daddies on the side and a few niggas that are funding a lot of things like her weekend shit and her dinners and all that. But at the same time, they still think that, they still view that as them getting it themselves. You know what I mean? They're hustling, they're doing whatever the fuck they got to do. They're still viewing it as that. They're not viewing it as a handout. You know what I mean? So it's like once they feel that they're doing this shit for so long without a man, it's like, well, why do I need you?
Right. Exactly. That's exactly it. And shit, to be honest with you, bro, they not gonna realize, depending on what it is, a lot of times once these females get older and they don't have a family, they don't have all that type of shit that typically makes a woman happy in life, bro, you're gonna be lonely with your stacks of money and your cats and all that shit. And that, if that's how you choose to do your thing, that's how you choose to do your thing. And that's the thing. Men aren't forcing women to do anything. If you want to be single and be an independent woman and have your career, do that. That's what you choose to do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to get a man that has value, he's not gonna be worried about all that. So you gotta. Unfortunately, they don't like to. You're gonna have to be on his timing. A lot of times, females want the dude to be on their timing, you know, and I don't understand that, how a lot of females want to run the relationship, but if you really ask them, they would rather have a masculine man that knows how to lead the relationship, because it's the stress off of them. So, you know, a lot of time, you know, I don't know, man, it's a lot, it's a lot.
It's a lot, especially with these females. A lot of females feel entitled and shit. It's just like we go to the club. We got a section, says you and I. We got 10 bitches with us, but it's just you and I. 2 guys, 10 bitches. You know what I mean? It's not like us. It's not like we're looking at it 5 and 5. I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at it as 10, and you got 10 too. They all yours too. They all mine too. We got, you know what I mean? Even though it's only 10 females, I got 10. You got 10. They ours. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just like a fat bitch sitting out in the middle of the dance floor. She ain't even in a section, because obviously her options are low. She's just like, it's 10 skinny females in there and they all look good. Like, how come it should be fair that I should be in there, or a few of us should be in there? Like, why they got these, you know what I mean? They can't tell us we busted our ass to be able to pick and choose. You know what I mean? So who are they to tell us how to dictate our preferences once we earned the choice to accept or neglect a selection, you know what I mean, a candidate, you know what I mean? Once they had their whole prime from 18 to 25, they had their whole prime to pick and choose, and they fucked it off. You know what I mean?
They chose to be promiscuous. They chose to have their hot girl summers, go to the clubs and all that shit, and didn't let any man tell them what they should do with their sexuality. That's what we're in right now. I want to do what I want to do. I want to live my life. That's where we at right now. So when they come back to a dude and get mad because, oh, the dude that they want, that 30-year-old plus that's getting money, sometimes it's a little bit younger, that, you know, and the dude that they're looking for, that 6 foot plus, bro, like, you can't expect that nigga to be only monogamous to you. You're not that special, especially once you start reaching your 30s and your eggs are starting to go. You're not, and a lot of females be messing up thinking they really special when they're really not. You just look good, bro. If you're not letting me fuck, I'm not worried about you, bro. Like, you're not that special, bro. Niggas want to fuck. That's just basic. Yeah. So.
See, a lot of women say, I could know within 5 minutes if a guy wants to fuck or what he wants to do. You know what I mean? I can know within 5 minutes of talking to a guy. Well, we could sit here and tell women to their face and tell them the honest truth that we could tell you well before we even talk to your ass. We know what we want. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we know what the mission is. You know what I mean? So for them to even, it's delusional for them to even consider that there are men who are willing to be that they are talking to men who are willing to be monogamous with them, when in turn those type of men, they're not looking at those type of men. You know what I mean? Because those are the lower value men.
They could, just like, I like how Fresh and Fit do that one test where it's like, okay, if you think the dude that's your friend, your supposed platonic friends, I don't believe that females could be platonic friends, but if you call that dude and ask if he wants to fuck or anything, like he's gonna most likely take that chance. So honestly, I don't believe platonic friends are even real like that because hey, even if they a dude, you're losing, bro. For a man to be friends with a woman, platonic friends, and he's not getting nothing in return, no play, no nothing like that. All he doing is getting his resource took from him, taking him up, doing all that type of shit, bro. You're an L. You're a walking L, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I got a band. Now back to the topic we even got in the cap is ain't nothing wrong with if you want to be a woman and you want to go and exploit your sexuality for money. We go. That's ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just if you can't get mad when then you go out in public and get mad. It's like, bro, it's like me dressing up as a police and someone coming and be like, oh, I'm not a police, but you got the uniform on though. Bro, you look like a police. You go out and you look like a, this type of way, and you present yourself in a certain type of way. You can't get mad when niggas sexualize you off of how you're carrying yourself. So that's the whole thing. So if you want to make
because look, you can't get mad. Exactly like you said, you can't get mad at somebody sexualizing you, calling it, and then calling you out on it. Because just like you said, if we dress as police officers and talk about, oh, we're police officers, society once again is gonna smack us in the fucking face, and they're gonna smack some fucking handcuffs on us and send us to fucking jail for impersonating goddamn officers. So it's like we get called out on our bullshit too. I know that's like a long stretch, but if they don't get the analogy, then their fucking intelligence is off.
Yeah, shit. They be having a lot of low IQ conversations, man. They don't even know. A lot of times when they females be arguing, bro, they don't be having no point of what they be trying to argue. They just hear something like the caption that I put and just instantly trigger and make points that got nothing to do with what I said. I didn't say it was bad. I said what I said, bro. I didn't say it was bad. I didn't say it was good. I just made a factual statement. Onlyfans girls is proof that women don't mind being sexualized if they're being paid for it. And payment don't even got to be in money. It could be in validation. A lot of them don't be getting paid for a lot of it. They just post it on their Instagram, post it on their stories, whatever, and they get paid in that validation. People, dudes is like my shit. Oh, I'm getting a lot of DMs and shit. So shit, either way, they still getting paid for it. So
exactly.
Shit.
It's all it is, man. So they can't expect to when you put yourself in a situation, you gotta accept the consequences that can come from it. You know what I mean? So for example, it's like if I fucking park my Lamborghini in the hood,
right?
I understand it can have the best alarm system in all in all cars in history,
right?
But that isn't gonna prevent people from trying to get into it still.
Until
eventually the alarm won't even fucking matter. They're just gonna fucking get in. You know what I mean? Because they have the necessary tools to get in.
Right. The whole thing is about the risk. So don't park the car in the hood. If I want you to go, if you're my woman and you were going out some type of way, and even if you was and I tell you not to dress a certain way, I promise you it's in the best interest of the relationship because it's gonna minimize the risk of men even thinking of that type of shit, bro. Like they're gonna try you anyway, no matter how you dress. But the whole thing is minimizing that, bro. So shit, yeah,
man. These females is crazy, man. You know what I mean? They really think that.
I wouldn't even say crazy. They illogical. They emotional. That's what it is.
Yeah, you got to think about this. You make an emotional decision. You make a decision out of emotion. You make crazy decisions. That's where we get these school shooters, these mass bombers, and these terrorists and all that shit. It's all acting out of emotion and all that shit. You know what I mean? You make some crazy ass decisions when you're emotional. That's another reason why that I encourage men to not actually fall in love too as well. I don't give a fuck what they say. I advise men not to fall in love. It's cool to have love for a woman, do things in a loving way for a woman, you know what I mean? But I'd say do not fall in love is bad because when you're in love, you make bad decisions. You make stupid decisions that could really turn your life.
Exactly. But all because you feel like you're in love. And when something goes wrong in the fucking relationship, especially in this dating market nowadays, where hardly even lasts like that, bro, you're gonna be hurt, bro, because you gave all your energy into something that wasn't, bro. You gotta stop. They gotta stop giving your energy. You can't give all your. You gonna make. That's a good point right there. You can't be in love with these women because they definitely gonna steer you wrong, man, to being in love with these females, man. Because especially you making decisions that might not even, be in your best interest. It might get both y'all fucked up sometimes, and all different type of things. So you just, man, you gotta you as a man, you gotta stay level headed. You gotta make sure you lean the shit bring the relationship in the right direction. That's what you gotta do, man. Shit, level
Yeah,
up.
exactly, man. You just got to keep it straight as a motherfucking arrow, especially nowadays. You gotta really be the total package to have any type of options nowadays, because women have a fictitious standard for men. So it's like, well, they have a standard. The standard's real, but the man that is gonna want them at the level that they are is unrealistic, because they're not acting like women. So it's like, for example, it could be an average man, average woman, both fives. The man's a 5, a woman's a 5, smack dab in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The woman wants a man who's a 7, 8, or a 9.
Mm-hmm.
So the average man wants the average woman because he knows shooting for the stars, it's going to be hard. You know what I mean? So it's like he's going to try to date below, or if he even wants just the average woman because he doesn't want an ugly woman. Come on now, like, can you hate us for trying to have some standards, or shooting up, having some higher standards a little bit? Come on now. So it's like this man, to get the average woman, it's like he has to now become this 7, 8, or 9 that this average woman wants. You know what I mean? So once he becomes that, then he'll soon realize he didn't even want that average woman. He could get her easily nowadays, but he's not even going to want her. He's going to want 4 average women, or 2 above average women, or some type of shit like that. His options opened up more. So it's like, it's a real struggle for men, for the average man. You know what I mean? I'm average in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? The only thing that really sticks out for me that's really unaverage is the mindset that I have right now. The next nigga got more money than me. The next nigga look better than me. The next nigga's taller than me. I'm only 5'10", not even 6 foot. But it's like, bitches can look at you. They don't fucking know that, especially from the distance. You know what I mean? They don't know the fucking difference. So it's just like, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, but as men, we both know that if we're lacking in something that we can't control, you know what I mean? Like height, you know what I mean? So it's like I said, I'm 5'10". That's the average. I think the average height is like 5'8" nowadays. I think 10 years ago it was 5'10". Yeah. So it's like in between there. So I'm just the average height of an average man. I got a little bit above average money, but it's below average according to these women, because I ain't at 100K yet. So it's like, but really, when the 100K man, depending on his ethnicity and depending on his height and all that shit, it's top 10% man, just at 100K, top 15%.
I got something. A lot of women like to shame dudes for shit that they cannot change. If a dude is bald, he can't change. If he's genetically bald, he can't change that. If he's 5'8" and she don't like short men, he can't change that. There's a lot of shit that females, that when you try to tell them the truth, if you overweight some type of shit, and
then
go
it's
ahead,
like, look, a man could, like how you said, it's hard. He can't control it. The average man can't control it if he's genetic, getting bald faster. If he levels up and gets his money, he does the hair transplant, hair piece, or whatever. What's crazy is that women will make fun of him for doing that if he's open about it, because he's trying to better his image. But women get the BBLs with the duck lips, and then they got the oddly shaped bodies. They look like one of these bongs right here that I'm trying to sell and shit. You know what I mean? So we don't make fun of them. Well, I mean, we do, but society doesn't.
They make the mistake of thinking men want the BBLs and all that. But we say it all the time, bro, this shit don't look right. But they still, we not saying we like this shit, bro. And a lot of times,
would I bag a few of them? I bag all of them, yes. But would we want to marry them? They don't understand that men have 2 different standards: a marriageable woman and a fuckable woman.
Right,
2 different standards.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But hey, man, this been cool. I don't know if you're gonna keep the live going on, but my shit's blinking. It's on 3% right now, man. This is a cool little test run from us.
I'm gonna end the live, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit it and a little bit, and I'm gonna put it on YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, I'm gonna tag you in it, and
I'm gonna send you.
you can save the video and post it on yours too, so we can post it
Okay.
on. So you can do whatever you want.
That's what I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna send you my YouTubes. You can put it in the description and my Facebook and all that shit. I got you.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna subscribe and all that shit.
We finna be tearing this live shit up, man. Because I'll tell you one thing. There's like I said, I've been putting out my content, this red pill content since last year. You know what I mean? Around the summertime, a little bit before that. So it's like, but at the same time, I've been on this mindset for years already. I just been public with it because a motherfucker used to be a simp 3 years ago. So I'm thinking how I got right now, but at the same time, I ain't trying to lose my bitches or blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to conform to a bitch's feelings. You know what I mean? So I know how it goes. So I'm like, fuck all that shit. Let me try this out. My bitches didn't really go down. Some bitches left, but they really stayed realistically. Now they see these other like higher tier bitches. It opened up a floodgate for a little bit higher tier bitches that really respect honesty. You know what I mean? So it's like now, honestly, it's a few older ex strippers that look bad as fuck that's getting niggas plays. It's bitches who are older that got their own businesses. They probably think maybe in the future it's gonna be a relationship, but if they're watching now, I'm here to tell them no, it's not. But at the end of the day, it's like it opened up a floodgate to a different type of tier of woman, a different type of caliber of woman that respects honesty and knows that it's not going to go past a certain extent unless she's a certain type of woman. But they already know past a certain age, it ain't rocking with me.
Right. And for y'all that tune in after and you guys are hearing what we are saying and actually think through what we're saying, bro, you're going to realize it makes sense. I don't care who you are. I really want the females, you know, as much as the dudes get it. You know, a lot of dudes, sometimes the dudes don't get it. So it's rare that I, you know, get dudes that want to come and motherfucking make arguments or whatever. For the most part, if you listen as a female and listen to game that niggas is giving you, that's even, I don't care if you got a mindset on a million, bro, and you know that you're going to get there, it's the same mindset as an Andrew Tate, bro. It don't matter if you haven't made. If you got a mindset to one day I'm gonna make 100K plus, you might not be there yet. But if your mindset is on Andrew Tate, mindset is on that type of level, bro, you gonna get there, bro. So it's shit. You just.
That's all you gotta do, man. Hard work, dedication, stand on your morals, have some good standards that aren't really too out of reach, because you don't want to be out of reach with reality and end up delusional like these fucking women. So set some attainable goals. That's what I always tell these men, because all these smaller attainable goals, once you achieve them, it equals out to achieving the bigger goal, you know what I mean, at hand. But yeah, man, my shit blinking at 2%. We're gonna do this shit, man. Many more to come for sure, man.
Okay, yeah, man. I'm finna end the live right, man. So I appreciate you, man. We gonna talk.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, for the viewers, man, they don't know me. My name is Waste, W-A-S-T-E, just like trash. It's ironic because, you know what I mean, one man's trash, another man's treasure, and that's what this info's about.
For sure, man. Y'all go follow dude right now, man. All this shit gonna be up on YouTube. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Let's get it. So, man, everybody that's in here, man, that shit. If you could send stars after the live is done, because I'm going to keep this up, man, go ahead and send the stars. I appreciate y'all, man. We're going to run it up. It's going to be on YouTube. Y'all subscribe, like the video, comment. Let me see how you feel about it, man. If y'all want to get on the show sometime, man, hit me up, hit dude up, man. If you a female, if you disagree with anything type of shit we talking about, man, we invite you on the show, man. We're going to get you on here, and we're going to talk about how you feel. And we're going to keep it respectful. So I appreciate that, man. Y'all stay good, man. We out.